Hi everybody and welcome to number 4 in the colour challenge. And so it's time to pick some colours. So if I just go over the colours the numbers. So basically I've got a list of the brights, the subtles, the neutrals and the regals, and they're in the colour order that they are in the catalogue. And so we've already had 1, 3, 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, 22, 24, 26, 28 and 37. We've already had those numbers taken. So if you guys could just choose one number each, and the first 4 that come up on my screen I will take. And we'll do something. I haven't chosen a stamp set, although I am keen to have a go with the new Tasteful Touches. I'd like to have a play with that. And then I saw someone's played with this on Artful Stampin Space. They put a picture of it and it looked amazing. So I'd like to have a little play. Right, let's have a look. Got some numbers. Yay, got some numbers. Okay, thank you guys. I'm just going to get my phone up and going so I can read your comments. So right, the numbers I've got through are 15, 27, 15, so that's subtles. All right, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 27, 25 and 26. You guys are killing me. Okay, I think I might swap out one. Let's swap out 25 for, let's see what 10 comes up as. That's better. I don't, much as I love the neutrals, I don't think I could have worked with that. We'll go with the, yeah, we'll go Smoky, Slate and Sahara sand, I think, because they're far enough apart. Yeah, okay. I'll leave grey granite in there. Let me just jot that down. That's so funny. Okay, so what was that again? That was 15. Let me just jot this down while I can remember. I chose 20, 25, 27, and then 10. Yeah, it's my broadcast. I get to choose. Right, so let's have a closer look at this stamp set. Tasteful Touches. It comes in a really lovely suite of products that are both feminine and masculine, and I love how pretty much apart from the flower it's all masculine, but then the flower can be masculine too. I was talking to someone the other day who watches, and she was saying that, you know, she has, you know, lots of male friends, so they're quite happy to receive a pretty card. You know, she doesn't really tend to differentiate, so that's quite nice. We'll start with it and we'll see where it goes, see where it takes us, and then, you know, might have a further play with mixing it with something else. Just pop some stamps away. Naughty, I've not tidied up after the last session. I like this little fragment. I've not put any stickers on the back yet, guys, so please forgive me. Some of these haven't even been used yet, look. So when stamp sets are brand new, this is how they come. They come with a layer of the sticker on the back, and then they also come with these stickers, and it's very easy to pop them on. If I just do a quick demonstration for the sake of you guys who are perhaps new to this. You take off the layer, the one that has the slit in it, okay? The way you know the right side is it's got a split. And you get your stamp, and you basically line it up. She says it's very difficult to do when you know there's people watching, but you lay it over And you hope you get it right, because if you get it wrong, you can't really move it, unfortunately. But there we go. Oh, and then if you've got an item of clothing on, like I expect most of you have. No, what I mean is something like linen-y like this. It's worth just popping it on a couple of times just to make sure it's not over sticky. I know that sounds crazy. We want it to be sticky, but we don't want it over sticky to the point where we're destroying it when we take it back off the block. Right, let's get started. Let's do a bit of smoky slate in the background of this. I think we'll do a one sheet wonder. Oh, should we do a cross? We'll do a cross shape. Haven't done that for a little while. Let's start in the middle. Oh, that is pretty, isn't it? Let's get you close in so you can see the action. Actually, I should move that closer to the edge of the table, because otherwise I find that I'm leaning very far over to reach it. There we go. Right. The flower reminds you of the lily pad. Ah, yes, it does slightly. It looks like, oh, what does it remind me of? Slightly of a camellia, I think, in a way. Right, I do like this fragment, because look, it kind of fits, weirdly fits together in places. I'm trying to alternate it a bit, not have it so rigid. There and there. Now, I know I'm not twisting it round. I know that some people like doing that when they do one sheet wonders. They kind of, you know, splatter it all over the place, but I struggle with that. That's just me. I do like this leaf. Now, flower or leaf first? It's a bit like chicken and egg, isn't it? Do we go for the flower first or the leaf first? We'll go for the flower first and see how this looks. Beth doesn't recognise the stamp set. That's because you've never seen it before, Beth. It's a brand new one. It's going to be in the new catalogue. So I'm just being naughty, having a quick little play with it. Hi, Glenna. Nice to see you. I don't always add them. Oh, the stickers. Yeah. Well, the new stickers I do now, because they're amazing. But the old stickers I never used to. But what I'm doing now is keeping the scraps from here and using them on the older style stamps. So let's say a quick hello. Hello, Martina, Cheryl, Kim, Jenny, Margaret, Cheryl, Deborah, Liz, Kay, Deborah, Janine, Margaret. Have I said hello to all you guys? Deborah. A few Deborahs in tonight. Hi, Glenna, Beth. There we go. The new stickers. I love the new stickers. They're fabulous. Okay, right. So let's just have a look at this design. So it's a flower that looks. It's not a top-down looking flower. It's sort of like a sideways one. So that usually helps me decide how I'm going to use it. Just want to check this. It feels like it needs re-inking. But I'll give it a go and then see what happens. And it's got a sketchedy effect, like it needs slightly filling in. Grab my blend pen. Let's see what happens when I. Oh, that's nice. Can you see that? It's reactivating it. Ooh. Just getting a bit closer for that. That's nice, isn't it? So your blend pen, your blender pen, sorry, I shouldn't call it blend. It's a blender pen. You're basically getting purple posy. Our beloved purple posy that we can't get in the ink. We're getting by stamping with the Highland Heather and by activating it, we're getting a lovely kind of purple posy effect. So be careful not to go over and over and over too much, just enough to reactivate the purple or whatever colour you've chosen. And look, it's just very delicately filling in the petal spaces there so that there is a differentiation between the petals and the background. Isn't that nice? That is lovely. I like that. Beth says, I wonder what Ruth would do. Okay, so let's keep stamping. I missed that little doodad on the new stamp. What, this one? What do you mean, the doodad? I'm not going to colour these all in. I'm just going to colour sort of the middles while you explain what a doodad is. So welcome everybody. Happy Friday evening. I need to update you on the Sound of Music situation. I hadn't realised, and it's my fault for not researching, that it wasn't a stage production that was on YouTube, or is on YouTube. It was some TV production. And we were heartily disappointed. So we gave up halfway through and decided to watch the film version. So if you're a big fan of the original, then don't watch it. The acting was wooden. I tell you who was good though. The lady playing Mother Superior has an amazing voice. Beautiful, beautiful voice. So that was nice to hear. But apart from that, it was a disappointment. So we got a little dose of Julie Andrews instead. The background. That's what you're calling the doodad. I call it a texture, really, a texture stamp because it's a repetitive pattern. That's a texture. Yeah, it's almost like a little bit of lace or some fancy tile or something. That's the kind of look that it's got. Very pretty. You saw a high school play, The Sound of Music. They were quite good. You know what? They probably would have been better than what we watched tonight. But there we go. Right, so here we have the gorgeous Pear Pizzazz, which actually is a very natural kind of teammate to the purple. It's lovely. Right, so I've deliberately not inked the stalks. I know you've heard me say this before, but I'll say it again. Because if you want it to tuck in right underneath the flower, you don't want the flower half a mile from the stalks. So there we go. Tuck that in there. So I'm thinking, like, if the flowers were coming down like this, and if I was a flower arranger, where would I be putting the foliage? And the foliage would be tucked right in to show off the beautiful flowers. And that's what we kind of tend to use leaves for. Although leaves themselves are beautiful, we also use them to show off the flowers. So I saved you from The Sound of Music, did I, Kay? Yeah, you see, Bobby is my authority on musicals and stuff, and he did write something on my Facebook to the effect of, "It's not a good production," and I went, "Oh well, I'll enjoy singing along to it." Anyway, I then put what I really thought on Facebook, and he private messaged me and went, "Told you." I was like, "Yeah, you were right." It really was that bad. Oh dear. Oh, Christopher Plummer. Oh, and I know I may have shared this before, but my favourite bit is when the the children fall into the water when the Baroness arrives at the house, and they're climbing out of the water, and then Christopher Plummer, like, not Christopher Plummer, Captain Von Tramp, is like telling Maria off for all that she's done, and he's just realised that it's his children that have been mucking about in the trees, and Maria's telling him off for not listening to the children, and she says something, blah, 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 Captain, and he goes, that's quite enough, Captain, and he calls her Captain by accident, and they sort of like look at each other, and it's a really ridiculous moment, but yeah, it's just fantastic. Oh, and then the romantic scene where like they're dancing together. Oh, that's so lovely. And the children go, oh, Maria, you've gone red. And she says, have I? It must be the dancing. Yeah, right. Christopher Plummer, that's what it was. Anyway, I'll stop going. I don't want to spoil it for you if you've not seen the film. Yes. The script is the stage show version. It is what we were learning, even seeing songs in a different place and things. Oh, you've been learning that show, have you? Oh. Oh, Julie's voice is so beautiful, yeah. Right, I love that leafy stamp. Isn't it beautiful? It's so delicate. I can see myself using that an awful lot because it's so pretty. Right, so now what do we have left? We have a feather here, and we have these kind of little mosaic-y things. And I've got one more colour to use. So I've used Smoky Slate. I've got Sahara Sand to use. I mean, the feather does lend itself to go with this design, but I've got a feeling it might overpower it a little bit. I'm trying to think where I put it. You know what, I think I'm going to leave it out. I don't have to use every single flower, do I? Every stamp, do I? I think a bit of this would look nice. And then that'll be it. I'm drooling, am I? Ironwork, that's the word. Thank you, Martina. Yes, it does remind me of ironwork. So this is almost like, you know how sometimes I do stenciling? Where's Sheila? Sheila, where are you? She loves me doing the stenciling. This is like doing stenciling, but doing stamping instead. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love this. I am drooling now. Because look, you can tuck these little fragments in all over the place. And they just sort of fit. How lovely is that? Oh, just missed a spot. I need another. And because you've got this bit here, you see you can curve that round a flower. See here? By not having it so square. I don't know if they realised that when they were designing this, but that is really clever. Really, really clever. Can I come to your house and put your stamp stickers on, lol? Yeah, Dawn, come on over. That's what I said to Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, did I miss your comment? I'm sorry. It does, yes, ironwork. You're very, very correct. So while you're all drooling over this and having a chat, I'm going to just colour these little bits that I missed in, because I think it does really make a difference. And yes, I have stamped some leaves over some of them, but I think you'll forgive me. And then also, if I've stamped the flowers, you can see I've stamped it over the grey. It sort of blends that in a little bit as well. Sort of just softens it all. So it's not obvious that, you know, I've stamped over and over, you know, one image over another. Obviously, if you've got the time, just do this bit before you do the rest of it. I'm just going in afterwards because I hurried this process last time. So pretty. So pretty. Right, I want to take a photo of this before I cut it up. And then just finished a week of work under a mask, coat and gloves. Oh, bless you. I've never cleaned so much in one day. Oh, Beth. Stampin' Yama. Wow, Ruth just showed up. Hello, Stampin' Yama. Lovely to see you. I'm just going to take a photo. I know someone's just commented, but I am just going to take a photo. Right, bear with. Sorry. Got my shadow on it. Oops. Right, photo done. A friend told me about your channel. She said it would inspire me. Your work is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Selena. Welcome. Everyone say hi to Selena. Is this your first time on a live? Hi, Deborah. Right, nice to see you. Who said this? Loving the stamps that you've done on this. Proud, Ruth. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. And I hope that you know, Beth, that you've made a difference in someone's life, you know, that you've done something that's really important. Oh. Right, so let's give this a bit of a chop. Let's see what happens. This is kind of where the magic happens, isn't it, when we get to see what it would look like on a card. I mean, this is single layer cards at its best, really. When you've designed the paper, it looks really pretty. And right, let's see what it looks like at that point. Can I shift it along? Yeah, that would be okay. Yep, okay. Now I'm thinking, let's keep as much of this as possible. So let's pop that there. There we go, guys. What do you think of that? I like it. I think this is on Mossy Meadow. That looks really nice against the Mossy Meadow. Just really helps it to stand out, rather. There we go. Easy peasy. How long are we in? 23 minutes. 20 minutes, I think that took. And that was with talking about Sound of Music. That was pretty good, eh? Right, let's do another one. We'll stick to the same colours. Now, I just need to go and shout for my charger. Because, oh no, I've got a lead here. I'm frightened I'm going to run out of juice on my phone where I can see your comments. So, just going to plug in. Hi, Navarana. Right, Right, I have got this scrap of packaging in my craft room still, and I know I've done a video on this before, but bear with. If you're a bit stumped when it comes to doing one sheet wonders, then if you have anything like this, like a spare bit of packaging, or you're able to cut yourself something like this, or even just cut some strips of cardstock and stick them in a grid formation, then this is quite a funky way to produce a one sheet wonder. I might just do half a sheet though, just to show you what I mean. So you then need to get a stamp where it will fit in between the squares. Now you don't have to use every single square. Actually, I won't do that. If I don't do that, I'll be able to do the whole page. Yep, that'll do. Right, I think I'll stick with Sahara sand. You are playing with the stamps, Beth. That's the whole point. Beth says, I'm trying my hand at this. It is fun, but I just feel like I'm playing with the stamps. Yes. That is all I'm doing. Playing with stamps and paper and ink. I am being absolutely serious. It is about playing with them and getting to know them and getting to know what the images will do together. So it's okay. Playing is the most important thing. Okay, so I'm aiming my stamp for the middle of the square. That is what I'm aiming for. Okay, so there we go. I think I'll do it like that. And then we'll skip one and do that. And then that. And then I'm going to move it over. So this is packaging from a game, I think, my husband bought. And he was going to throw it out, and I was like, no, don't throw it out, I'll use that. Right, let's just see if... No, I was going to say I haven't got space down there for another one. No. Okay, so there we go. That's your basic, done my basic pattern there. So it's very similar to what I did the other night with the big flower. But if you're a bit scared of knowing that you're aiming at the right place, then use something like this. Use a grid. Oh, sorry, Denise. Did I not add you to the... You need to send me your cell phone number, Denise. Okay, so I'm going to aim the flower in the middle of the two bits of mosaic. And I'm going to keep them the same. I'm not twisting them. I'm keeping them all facing one way. So this is about creating a repetitive pattern here. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm not doing any twisting or whatever. Just keeping it simple. I put my app on my phone, didn't set it up. Okay, yeah, so you need to, so once you've downloaded the app, you need to register your phone number with that app. Yeah, otherwise it doesn't work. Oh, now I definitely want to get the feather into this one now, guys. So I can do that now. Yay! I need to teach you. So I need to do a WhatsApp tutorial, do I? Okay, so here's the feather. Now, I actually quite like this little bit of white space. I'm going to try not to encroach on it too much, but you know me, I sometimes get a bit carried away with this kind of thing. Ruth and Esther, you don't have to watch for very long to get there is a God-given talent. You don't have to watch someone else to get the ideas. You make the ideas. Oh, hello, Jenny. You're back. Welcome. Okay, this feather is big. Ooh. Ooh. I'm struggling here, guys. Let's try it. Let's just do it. So I'm going from that point to that point. Right. See, once you've done it, you just got to repeat it. You just got to go with it. Commit. Just do it. It's a very pretty feather, I will say that. It's very delicate and very beautifully designed and cut. I think the benefit of the red rubber means that they get so much detail in there. It really is very pretty. Okay, so there. Upright over the flower. Do you mean going upwards? I have a card idea for this set. I pray it works out. I'm sure it will. Denise, I'm sure it will. You know, I don't think I've got space for it to go anywhere else. Just having a look to see if I would have a little bit there, just a tiny clip of it there. There we go. Yeah, I almost going to treat it like a feather, a leaf, and so I would actually be interested in seeing how I can just use it slightly smaller. I know what, let's just test it out. Where's that flower I did earlier? Did that one, didn't I? By inking it up in the corner of your ink pad, you get the... Oh, no, you don't. I was trying to just get a V there. And I was wondering if you could, you know, just stamp it like that. So you've got that little feathery business going on. You could do that. I could do it on this, but it's too late at night for me to concentrate that much to do all those, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, let's get the leaves out. Let's have some fun with the leaves instead. Oh, Beth, what were you writing? What stamp am I doing? I am using the Tasteful Touches, Jenny. Too late now. I sometimes struggle with words and spelling. Yeah, me too. Just getting words out of my mouth can be a struggle, Martina. Sometimes I have too many words, and then sometimes I don't have the right words. Right, quiet for the leaves. So this is very much about a repeat pattern, if you haven't guessed that already. And there is something quite therapeutic about just doing a repeat pattern, because you really don't have to think about it too hard. Once you've decided where it's all going, you just get on with it. And there's something quite gentle and relaxing about stamping this way. So I'm stamping up. Now that is going to then have a mark if I stamp that across there. So what I'm going to do is re-ink it, stamp it off, and then stamp it. I feel like this camera keeps dropping. There we go. They are pretty, aren't they? Wow, this is beautiful. I'll have to watch this, says Julie Parker. Oh, yes. Yeah, it is the maths lover in me that comes out, I guess, in this kind of thing. I hate to admit it, but I probably do like maths. I like the patterns of maths. Right. You see, I'd really love a little leafy thing here. I'm wondering if I can do something going downwards. Shall just go for it. Oh, it's crossing over a little bit into those, but never mind. I started, so I'll finish. Oh, there'll be one coming down here, wasn't there? Yeah, remembering to do the patterns that would be starting off the page is probably the trickiest thing. Just remembering to do those. Yeah, because really there should be one coming up there as well. Across. Okay. Okay, that's better. It feels like it felt like it needed more in there. And now you see, I'm looking at it thinking I could possibly fit another feather in. But, see, I'd want to put a feather up there, but it's kind of like going off in the wrong direction. But we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll see. So we're going to go from, you know what, I'm going to clean off that edge, that little stemmy bit. Is this the direction you thought, Martina? Now, what's really interesting about this image is that it's the, what do you call that? The middle bit of the feather, the spine of the feather, I guess. The way they've designed it, it shows up really beautifully. Because actually what they've done is have that as a negative space. And it creates a really lovely effect. Let me show you. So here, see the middle of the feather has got that lovely spine. The quill, thank you, the quill. I knew somebody would know. As a math teacher, and must disagree with the idea of a math gene. What, as in you think everyone can be taught maths? You don't think it's just hereditary? Is that what you're saying? Right, what was the other comment? My brother inherited the math gene. Oh, okay, you see, a teacher's disagreeing with you. Are you restricted to one stamp set? No, it's just that, Kelly, I've not played with a stamp set before. And what I like to try and do is if it's a stamp set is brand new to me, I like to try and do a few things with it, just using it to really get to know it and what it can, the possibilities of it, what it can do. The other reason I like to do this is because I want to show people that they don't have to have lots and lots of stamp sets, that actually Stampin' Up! Have created some brilliant stamp sets that have a variety of different things in it. And this is a classic one of those. You know, it's got a flower, it's got a leaf, it's got a feather, and it's got a texture and some really gorgeous sentiments. It's got the good things in life are better with you, just saying hello, you are so special, and you are the best. So this is a really good starter stamp set for somebody who's new to stamping. Really, really love it. And then once I've had a really good play with it, I then go, ooh, what else can I do with it? What what other stamp sets will go well with it. So yeah, I don't always just use one stamp set, Kelly. No. Yeah, just swap. If you haven't got this stamp set, that's fine. Just choose something that's a similar size. So this stamp measures, I'm looking for my ruler on my table. I usually do have it on my table somewhere. I'd say 2 inches. It's about 2 inches across. So if you've got something similar, just do use something similar. But I'm trying to teach you the principles as well, that this is about learning about repetitive pattern. So you don't have to do it with this stamp set. It's just about having a go. Right. I believe some find math easier. It's just the way their brains work, but you can be taught. Ah, there we go. Oh, having a discussion about genetics and predisposition and all that sort of thing. There we go. Right, so that's number 2. I don't know whether to... Just having a think whether to have a little play with the looking at the sentiments, because they are so lovely, and stamping those first and then stamping around them this time. So working in a kind of very different way than I normally work. And then that'll be every single one used, which would be quite good. Beth, I'm bilingual, English and Southern. I love it. Y'all. Very collagey. Collagey, not collagey. 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 Hi, Nydia. Right, so if you're new to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button if you like what you see and you're learning. And also, if you've got friends who you think might enjoy this type of stamping, please do share it out with them. Feel free to case, copy and share everything. But please do reference back to me if you do use any of them. It just helps with the growth of my channel to have people come back here to watch my tutorials. Okay, so here we've got the good things in life are better with you. Let's stick that one there. Cute. Okay, then what's this one? You're so special. So very special. Make sure I've got this the right way up because I haven't got the stickers on them. I don't know what. Let's go into the corner with that one. Hi, Beth. What do you mean? What happened? I will go out and back in, I guess. Oh, is Beth can't hear us? Is this a closed group? No, Linda. It's not a closed group. Anyone can watch this, I think. But I think you need to be signed into YouTube to comment. You can't. So if you're watching me and you're thinking, why can't I comment? It could be that you're not signed into Google or YouTube. So you do need to create an account and sign in. Right, I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to stamp this is. Okay, I put that on wrong. I should put that the right way up on the block, especially as I don't have the stickers on. Right. Just saying hello. I love the script on this. It's handwriting enough, but yet it's neat and pretty, isn't it? I signed into YouTube. Hi, Linda. And we're live. You're here with us live. Did you comment the other day? I think you thought we were live, but we weren't. I am thinking of, you know, the icon I have is the red dot to show that I'm well, it's really to get your attention. It's not really to show that I'm live at all. I am thinking that after I've gone live, I'll change it to like a push pin, like a little red push pin, so that you guys know that I'm not live anymore. Would that help? Or change it to a different colour or something, so that, yeah. You're married to a highly intelligent engineer, so I'm never correct. Jenny McCormack says, yes, please. Ladybug, my accent is northern, but sometimes a southern drawl comes into the mix. Shocking for sure. Okay, so I'm starting with the flower this time because it's so pretty. And I'm going to do second generation, which I've not tried yet. Oh, let's do third. Oh my goodness. The impression is so pretty. You get this really pale purple, which is just like Purple Posy. Oh, I'm going to have that one coming up that way. Because this one is going this way, isn't it? Now, when you stamp off, it's going so light that I wouldn't be afraid to actually stamp over a little bit of the writing if you had to, because, yeah, it doesn't clash at all. So I just want to stamp off and... Oh, no, I don't. I don't know where I'm going with this. Try that. One there. Okay, I'm winging this. Can you tell? I haven't really got a plan. I'm just sort of looking at it and thinking, okay, if that's a card, that's a card, that's a card, and that's a card, what do I want in it? That's what I'm thinking. And I'm wanting to change the colour of the leaf now. I want to do that in a different, it'd be nice to do that in a grey or, oh, what's here? Sahara sand, is that right? Yeah. Okay, so Sahara sand. Sahara sand with a little bit of green still mixed in it, I think. Ooh, third generation works. And third, just about. You can get a third one in there. It's a really nice colour combination, actually. Sahara sand and gorgeous. Oh, it's gorgeous grape I've got. I thought it was Highland Heather. Sorry about that, guys. I said Highland Heather earlier, didn't I? I didn't mean that at all. I meant gorgeous grape. Right, I'm just going to adjust my phone. Sorry about this, guys, because it keeps slipping and I feel like I keep moving it and it keeps slipping. Thank you, Gail. Right, so let's have one coming from down there. One going up there. Then one up there. I feel like I need something darker down here. Or maybe something across the top of here as well. So there we go. Hi, Christine. Even Ruth can't compete with Gardener's World, lol. Have they started doing things from the Chelsea Flower Show yet, Christine? I saw that they're going to do Chelsea Flower Show online. I wonder if that means it'll be available in other countries. Do you guys in America know what the Chelsea Flower Show is, or Australia? Okay, I'm going to stop it there now. Have you ever stamped on photos you didn't print out that didn't print right? No, Cheryl. Gardener's World is it's just like a BBC programme about gardening, and it's helpful actually because they sort of tell you what you're meant to be doing in your garden each week. Well, when the programme's on. So what were they saying this week, Christine? What am I meant to be doing? Take care, Kelly. You do know about the Chelsea Flower Show. Jonathan Creek, not Fleek. I think you'll like Jonathan Creek. It's sort of spooky, but not too spooky. Like you think, yeah, you sort of watch it and you think, how on earth did they do that? And then by the end of it, he figures it out. You know what I've just realised? Last time I used this stamp the other way round, and I was thinking, why isn't it fitting into the flower petals? It's because I was using it the wrong way round. But this is the nice thing about this is that look, where there's a bit carved out, you can get it to tuck into the flower. It's fabulous. Thank you, Stampin' Up. You've designed an awesome little set here. You can get so many looks with this by changing up the colours and obviously changing where you stamp and all that kind of thing. I love the way you say spooky. We didn't get jobs for the weekend as it's bank holiday, but was about herbaceous borders. Ooh. Yes, Beth, it would. Yeah, definitely. You'd have to have it sort of you'd have to have the show per state, I think, you know, different ones. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I can't see where else to put things. Thank you, Glenna. Right, I think I might quickly take a picture of this. Camera. Right, bear with. Just taking a photo. Oh, my daughter took some lovely photos today in the garden. It was part of a school project. It's rained off and on all week and predicted for next week too. I tell you what, it was blowing a gale here in Wales today. The wind has been so strong. Yeah, really quite strong. Yeah, she took up some, these are close-up pictures of some little flowers. These are tiny, these flowers, but she managed to get these really nice close-up shots, and then she's been editing them, and that's just a little geranium she took a photo of. Oh, that's quite nice, because it's like, it's focused like in the middle, but then the petal here is out of focus. Oh, it was windy with you as well. Ah, so it wasn't just us. This is my yellow poppy. This is the Welsh poppy, apparently. Our yellow poppy. Well, with this one, I taught her how to bend the petals back, because you can manipulate the petals back. So I showed her how to do that. It does look a little bit fake, I have to admit. But what else was she doing? I think that was it. Right, back to you guys. Just trying to erect my phone so I can read you what you're saying. Let's chop this up. Okay, do I want to cut it right down the middle? No, because do I want more flowers on that side? No, I don't. Embrace the dandelions. Yes, we're just coming to the end of our dandelion season. Although the leaves are still out, so we're picking those for the rabbits. They're loving the dandelions. Right, I'm just cutting that straight in the middle, and then I'm going to have a look at it and figure out which side I want to chop off, because I've got to take off 1/2 centimetre. I'm going to take half off that side. Yep, happy with that. Let's have a look at this one. So this is all part of the colour challenge. I know you came on here and you've been watching me play with a new stamp set, and some of you are quite excited about that. But actually, this was a colour challenge. This is colour challenge number 4. And so the colours that you've got given to play with are Pear Pizzazz, Gorgeous Grape, Sahara Sand, and Smoky Slate. And that was the numbers. Well, I was given other numbers, but I swapped out one because we were going to end up with 3 greys, and I thought, that's not going to be fun for anybody. So I swapped it for the Pear Pizzazz, because that was number 10, and someone else had said number 10. So you are the best. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Right. Isn't that sweet? I love all this white space. And having the pale flowers just in the background. So nice. I like this stamp set. I hope this might satisfy those of you who are more into your clean and simple cards. I hope this is not too busy. I mean, you could cut it down a bit, the stamping, you don't have to stamp as much. But I just think there's sufficient white space to allow the sentiment to kind of breathe a bit, and looks good. Oh, I have to jump off for a family Zoom happy hour. Take care, Janine. Lovely to see you. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so let's recap then. So we did a one sheet, well, we've done all the one sheet wonders. But this one was the cross formation, this one. Looks more like that though. So that was number 2. No, it wasn't. It was number 1. And this was number 2, and it turned out to be the diagonal, you know, the stripy. I've done this before, the stripes. So I'm yet to cut this up. This flower I think would be lovely fussy cut. Yeah, it would look really lovely fussy cut. And then also maybe teamed with, you know, these lovely leaves from that ferny set. I can see this flower sitting in a bed of those. Would look really lovely. And stamped with, oh, excuse me, some of those. Oh, that one. Oh, that one and that one. I might just have to have a little play. Right, so we've got 1, 2, and then 3 with the there. In an hour. So that's not too bad, is it? 20, 40, 60. So basically an hour and you've got 16 cards. Or 8 cards in a project. So this would make a lovely bag or box, I think. That'd be super duper. Right, I am itching to have a quick little go combining this. So sorry about this, guys, showing you stuff that you can't buy, but you can get hold of it. This, if you sign up to be a demonstrator for £99, you can choose this to be part of your starter kit. If you want to know more, please contact me. I won't bore you with all the details right now. And of course, if you want to purchase any of the products that you see me use, just click on the link in the description below. It will take you to my website and shop. Please remember to use the host code. If you don't know how to do that, again, please email me or contact me via social media. My email is ruthtrice@gmail.com. I love that you guys all sort of chat amongst yourselves. Hopefully, if you ask a question and I don't notice it, you'll someone else will answer. Right, you know what? First things first, I'm going to make a mask. It's got to be done. And I think I might change the colours up. Or shall I stick to these? Shall I be a good girl? Don't be sorry. It helps us get more excited when we can purchase. Oh. So where are you, Mia? So when you're cutting a mask out, cut 3 layers. Don't just cut the one. If you're going to be sitting and cutting, you may as well cut through 3 layers. And always, always cut just inside the line of the design. Don't cut exactly on the line. And I tell you what, this flower is an absolute joy to cut out. Not too many tricky corners. That was probably the trickiest. And done. And what you can do is just ignore the corners to start off with and just go around the kind of perimeter of the flower so that you can just get rid of the bulk of the paper. Remember to move the paper and not the scissors. So keep the scissors straight ahead of you and it's so much easier to move the paper around. What have we got? Just got these little bits to cut out now. While you're all chatting amongst yourselves. California Mia's from. There we go. Yes, Margaret is fairly new to my channel. Please do say hello to her. Kay, thank you, Kay. Kay's followed me for quite a while, so she's a familiar face around here. There may be others as well who've been with me for a while, but generally we all have a lovely jolly time. We occasionally get some bad eggs. I've got to say that in my best New Zealand accent. He's a bad egg. And we have Kay, who's an administrator on my channel, and Esther when she's here. And they're very good at putting people in timeout. I don't think it applies to any of you guys. Kay's a part of the furniture. Oh dear. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, no, you're quite right about these post-it notes, Martina. Esther gave these to me, and I think I remember the packaging saying they were Smiths, WH Smiths, which is a British company. And I was really impressed that they're not sticky at this part, but they're sticky all the way through. I will try and find out, or next time you see Esther, if you're on her live or something, please ask her. She might be here lurking. I just don't know that she's here. But lol, timeout. Hey, you're laughing, Denise. It's not funny when you're in timeout. Honestly, it is time. You click on the person. It says, "Do you want to put this person in timeout for 300 seconds?" And you're like, "Yeah." That's if they're being rude. Basically, racism and just downright rudeness is not tolerated in here. Oh, this is what happens when you don't put your stickers on. Oh well, that's all right. We'll live with that. Don't tell Bobby. He'll do it all the time. Well, oh, what? Put people in timeout? Yeah, we won't tell Bobby the powers that he has. Okay, so I stamped that once. Now, I've still got ink on here, so I'm thinking I wanted to stamp it again. Ooh, I'm a bit... Ooh, there, yes, there. Okay, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. Bet I've been in timeouts and never knew. Cindy, you've never been in timeout. Yeah, you're just funny and cheeky. We love you. When we're allowed out, come and say, oh, are you guys quite close to each other? Oh, that's nice. So where's Margaret then? I'm just scrolling back. Margaret, where are you from? Your husband would like them out. Cindy. What, to put you in timeout? Where would he put you, Cindy? If he could put you in timeout, where would he put you? Would he put you in the corner? I've been in Facebook jail. Too many comments on a team meeting. Oops. Yeah, but that's Facebook, isn't it? That's not the administrator. Well, I don't know, Wendy. Was it the administrator? Were you really that chatty? They had to put you in timeout? Oh, this is gorgeous. Right, I want to bring that ironwork one back. I want to use this. Margaret's in Kent. My parents are in Kent, Margaret. They're in Rochester. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to do full strength there, and then lighter strength there. Ooh, and then I want to do lighter strength there. And then, look, am I a bit excited about this? Little dots. Oh, we could do that in a Sahara sand, and then I will have used every colour. Yeah. It is. Rochester is lovely. Rochester Castle is quite interesting. It's very imposing, isn't it? Right, so next time I visit my parents, I'm going to have to visit Kay and Margaret on the way. We'll have to come for tea. In the pantry, says Martina. If you were in timeout. Right, where's my green bit of card gone? There it is. Oh, look at that. So simple. Ruth, is the Pentagon Shopping Centre still... I've got no idea. No idea. The Great Reveal. Oh, Glenna, I should have built it up, shouldn't I? Right, next one. I'll build it up for the next one. Right, this time I'm going to try and stamp them in the right place. Well, when I say the right place, it worked out okay, didn't it? But I wanted to try and do it more central so that I could try and get 3 flowers. That's what I was aiming for. So let's do 1. Put the thing over. And yes, you can see the lines underneath, but it's good. That's a good thing, because when you stamp, there's a little bit of a lip. And so when you stamp the second image, it doesn't go right next to it. 2. I think I'd like to have 1. Ooh, I could have it going downwards, couldn't I? Like that. And then I could put the second one on. Stamp off and have another one up there. Then I could get my third on there. Okay, let's do this again then with the Smoky Slate. There we go. Oh, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to turn it this way. How exciting is my life? I've turned the stamp around. Sorry, it's Friday night, guys. It's silly o'clock now. Okay, you'll have to forgive me. Right, we'll come back and do the other one in a minute because I'll move that mask there in a second. Let's do some more leaves. So, what shall we leave? What leaf shall we use now? Right, you know what I love about this stamp set? They've got these 2 designs, and look, they're mirror image. That is so fabulous. And although it probably would have been nice to have a couple of other, like that one, in a mirror image, it's fine. But having those, I think, is such a fabulous idea. Fabulous. Right. I'm going to stamp this. Now, I know it's supposed to be like a eucalyptus, and eucalyptus are usually green, but they are kind of like a silvery green, aren't they? So let's do some grey granite. And I like the fact that these leaves are rounded. And then I'm going to stamp the more spikier pointy leaves over the top. That's what I'm thinking, to get that lovely juxtaposition of the different types of leafage, foliage. Right. Do I need to do one down here? No, I think I'll leave that. Right, I'll leave that there. Let's grab the more spiky one now. I like Silly Silly is my middle name. Silly Michaela Silly Jones. Forgiven, it's about 7:30 a.m. Oh, Jacqueline, did I wake you up? Right, so that. And I'm going full strength actually because I really want this leaf to show up against that one, but I like the juxtaposition of them. Okay, right, let's move that down to there. So I'm going to go back in to do my eucalyptus. Just want a little bit of a sprig showing down there. Ooh, and I might do a little sprig there. I wish you had, I wouldn't have, what? You wish you hadn't missed the start. Is that what you're saying, Jacqueline? Oh, I wish I had woken you up. Ah. Well. It's probably best to sleep if you can. Right, now I'm going to take off the mask. Da, da, da! Drum roll, please. Sorry, that was my impression of a drum roll. That was terrible. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with the spottage, which I really should have done here, which I might do in a second. Right, now, am I going to brave it with the green? I am. I'm going to brave it with the green this time, just to soften around the edges of the flowers. There we go. And that corner. And there. There we go. And I'm going to just come back in on this one and do a bit of... Oh, actually, where's my blender pen? Let's see what it's like with a blender pen. Oh, that's nice. I think I wanted to do that because the detail on these leaf stamps is amazing, and it's very faintly, I think it's one of the new distinctive stamps. Someone will have to just tell me if that's true or not. And it looks like it's been coloured in, and this almost looked slightly out of place because it hadn't been coloured in. So just going over with the blender pen just helps to take that weird transparency away. Makes it look a little bit more solid. So it's kind of worth it. If you haven't got a blender pen, possibly a damp-ish paintbrush might work. But this stuff is specially formulated to kind of do this with. And it's just the right amount of dampness. So it's kind of worth it. They work out about, I think, £11 for 3 pens, and you get 3 in a packet, so that'll last you forever. Just remember if you're swapping between colours, just to clean it off at the side, you know. Right, I was going to put more. Was I going to put more dots on? No, it was this one I was going to put more dots on. Sorry, I've missed some comments. Oh, you're awake at 5? Oh my word! I've barely gone to sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. Hi, Wanda. Spotted, yes. Gah, those dots are it. I know. Oh yes, coloured with Winker Stella. Yes, that would be really pretty. Oh, I hate that I've missed some of your video. I've been working on making cards. Oh, sorry, Trish. Did you get my notification? It's not a distinctive. No way. Oh, I'm surprised about that. Because it's very detailed, indeed. So I couldn't resist having a little play with this. I have had a little play with this already and filmed it as a thank you to my customers and people who super chat me. Oh, I forget to mention super chatting. So if you would like to support my channel and you are unable to shop with me, if you're able to shop with me, that is how you can support me, is just to shop with me. But if you can't shop with me and you want to just give me a thank you or just support my channel, basically support my ability to buy new stamps so that I can show you more projects, you can PayPal me, and there's a button in the description below, or you can just super chat if it's a few dollars here and there. But an absolute free way of supporting my channel is literally to give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends and just help me grow my channel. I was amazingly celebrating my 6,000 subscriber target recently, which was amazing. So thank you for everybody who do share out. I know a lot of you do. Right, I think I'm going to bid you good night. Oh no, another power failure. Oh. 124, the new catalogue. Now, where is my new catalogue? I'll put it down somewhere. Oh, found it. Here it is. Sorry, I can't show you. $124. No, that one's not distinctive. Tasteful Touches. But Forever Fern is on page 110 and it is distinctive. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. So I don't think I'm going to ask you to vote because they're all kind of like similar really. But you can show your appreciation by going off and stamping. Go and stamp. Go forth and stamp. So these are great for adding sentiments later on. Got that one that way or that way. Doesn't really matter. That way might be nice. That way. And then these have got the sentiments in already. Beautiful lot of sentiments. Really gorgeous. So these were all done with that single stamp set and 4 colours. Amazing, eh? And then this was just because I wanted to play with that beautiful stamp, the leafy one. So there we go. Right. Lovely to see you all. Have a great weekend. I don't know what... Oh, I'll tell you what I am doing tomorrow. The Royal Opera House have put on their production of Cinderella on YouTube, and that premiere tonight. And I almost wish I'd started watching that instead of Sound of Music, but never mind. So Esther, my daughter and I are probably going to sit and watch Cinderella because it's like a ballet tomorrow. Do a bit more crocheting. Oh, Martina's already got the stamp sets out, and it's 11:30 for her. She's so dedicated. I sound Canadian, do I? You're welcome, Mia. Thank you, Jenny. Lovely to see you. They're all lovely. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kay. You're so sweet. I love you too. I have to buy Forever Greenery. You do. Four this morning. Ah. Yes, Trish, did you share your sheet on Artful Stampin Space? Gorgeous. It was so inspirational. Thank you for doing that. So if you want to see the other people's creations after watching my videos, do join Artful Stampin Space on YouTube, Facebook. It's my Facebook group where you can share pictures. Because you can't, someone tried to share a picture on my page, my Facebook page, and you can't do it. Facebook won't let you do stuff like that. So you have to do it on a group. So that's why I created Artful Stampin Space, so that was more of a community kind of like spirit, and people can comment and say, yay, well done, and all that kind of stuff. So before you go, please give me a thumbs up. And if you got any further questions, if you're watching this on the replay and you've got a question, please do ask. There's often the things I forget to tell you. I don't mind being reminded. So, yeah, Wanda said, I don't have the flower yet. But Wanda, I'm sure you have got some lovely flower stamps already. I'm just looking at West Floral Essence. Oh, can you imagine that combined with that? It's enough to make you stay up all night and stamp. It really is, but I mustn't. Artful Stamping Space on Facebook. Yes, thanks for all of those who already are members. Super duper fun. Right, you guys in America could keep going because it's like, I don't know, it's tea time with you. So you've got a few more hours of stamping ahead of you. So go for it. Right, Wanda, we want to see you mix this with this. You may want to cut yourself a couple of, what's the word I want? Masks. Yeah, you might want to cut a couple of masks out with this. And if you want to just check out what I made earlier today, if you haven't seen that video, this is what we made. Let's go check that out. Not tonight, but all day tomorrow. Oh, Denise, are you having your Zoom crop tomorrow? Do people just need to go to your Facebook page to know about that? Or is it exclusive to your customers? Sorry, if I just announced something that maybe was a secret. Yes, ma'am, on Monday. So do you guys have a bank holiday on Monday? We have a bank holiday. No, open to all. Okay, if anyone's interested in cropping all day with Denise, where can we get information about that? Can you, oh, it's Memorial. Oh, okay. So in Europe, on Monday, is there a holiday for you guys as well? Not in Oz. Okay. So if you would like to join in with some Zoom stamping and creating, basically it's like you're working from home, but it's like getting together for a crop. I think I found the easiest way was to just have your mics on mute, and then if you wanted to talk, unmute. Yeah. It's quite tricky when everyone's got their mics on, but if you switch your mic off, it's great. So if you just look up Ladybug Stampin' on Facebook, and is it Ladybug Stampin' Spot that they need to join? Kay, are you joining in? Oh, you had a bank holiday yesterday. Okay. You had Ascension. Is it Ascension Day yesterday? Yeah. So what is your... Okay. People are going to check out Ladybug. Okay. Fab. Lots of love to you all. Have a great weekend, and I might see some of you over the weekend. Take care for now.